Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on episode 8 of Beware the Batman, entitled Allies. And in the aftermath of Bruce's having unmasked himself and essentially initiated Katana into his sort of familial unit, if you will, playing on the episode title for last episode, you basically have some conflict still unfolding between them. She's very impetuous. She's desperately seeking the Soul Taker sword, which was stolen from her by the League of Assassins. And Batman's like, snap to, what they want is still in Gotham. We're going to sit and we're going to wait it out. And even Alfred solidifies this point by saying we need to be patient. They'll come to us when the time is right. But Batman largely wants to keep Katana on the wayside. He doesn't want her involved actively because he feels like she's lacking a suit, a protective suit. She's lacking the skill enough to heed his words and his orders and follow his orders when they're out on the prowl, if they were to be, and everything like that. And there's this laugh out loud moment where she's in this super huge red bulk suit, like just absolutely incredulously laughing. It had me cracking up. But this all coincides with Tobias Whale making a hit on a stag warehouse, taking his due, his ill-gotten gains, what he's going to try to use to further advance his wealth and stuff like that, his criminal undertakings. And Batman shows up on the scene. He leaves Katana by the wayside, as he implied that he would, until she learns to better, govern herself. And you have a confrontation once he's reined in, Whale and all of his thugs, between he and Lieutenant Gordon, which I just absolutely love, because there's verbal jousting and there's conflict that mirrors the relationship Batman is having with Katana at the moment. It's almost like, two sides of the same coin. On the one hand, he's got to sort of earn the trust of Gordon, and on the other hand, Katana has to earn his trust. And so essentially, once Gordon has Whale back at the precinct, he's told by Whale's sort of attorney, lawyer, what have you, also ends up being his, strong man or his enforcer, whatever you want to call it, telling him, let my client out by midnight, otherwise, and then it's implied heads will roll, something will happen. Of course, in answer to Gordon's not giving up, Whale at the opposed time, or proposed time rather, we have Barbara getting kidnapped. Now, it's her scenes in this episode that just made it thoroughly enjoyable for me. I mean, it was already enjoyable, but it put it over the top, as far as she's very snarky and not annoyingly so like some characters. She's very smart in the snarkiness as she's jibing and jabbing at these criminals who go to the Cauldron, sort of an offshoot pocket side of this, city, where all these, I guess, criminal underlings who, they have nowhere left to go. All of their masterminds and leaders have left them behind. It's kind of like homeless and criminals and everything, called ghosts are in existence there. And this guy, this attorney for Whale, tries to barter for keeping Barbara Gordon there as sort of hostage. Of course, Batman reconvenes with Alfred and Katana. They figure out where the likeliest hotspots are to find her, and they go right after her. Now, of course, Batman goes on his own again, but you have Alfred instigating Katana to get out there and be with him, be at his side, prove your skills. And they just throw down. I mean, they hand everybody their asses, including Mr. Attorney guy who's like Johnny Storm on stupid pills with his Flame On routine. I'm sure he's probably another DC Comics character I'm just not familiar with. But she uses a gas tanker to snuff him out, quite literally. And then you have Barbara Gordon, after she's been rescued, just fangirling over Batman, saying, wow, he works with a girl, that could be me someday. And of course we know her destiny, and her father's like, not while I'm living and breathing. So yeah, I mean, there was a lot of charm and humor and action and adventure in this episode, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of it if you've seen it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Otherwise, that'll be it for me, and I'll catch you later. Peace.